You may be interested to hear the history of this school. Let's hear what local author, Mary Nutting wrote. Elmworth School Division 3791 was organized March 21, 1919, under the name of Red Willow School. Before the first school was built, classes were held for 5 students in Diamond Dick Harrington's small log cabin, 12 feet by 16 feet. This was called Diamond Dick School. The cabin was furnished with blackboards and desks and a flagpole in the yard. By the end of the first year, there were 16 children, several of them teenagers. In 1921, the settlers built a log school on the southwest corner of the Southeast 1670 11 W6. It opened January 2nd, 1922, with Miss Edna Small as the teacher. Students included a 5-year-old girl who was enrolled to qualify the school for the government grant. By 1931, however, the school population had increased to 49 students, and a second log school was added to the site to make Elmworth a 2-room school. This school was built by volunteers at the expense of ratepayers because during the Depression, the government could not afford both an increase in grants for teaching high school as well as the cost of a new building. With the addition of high school at Elmworth, the government grants increased by about $700 per annum. That first year, grades 1 to 9 were taught, with glowing reports of both teachers from the school inspector. But the expense of a 2-room school was heavy. In 1933, only 180 days were taught to save money, and January was taken as the extra holiday month. About 1948, Elmworth, because of its central location, became a consolidated school. Buses brought students from Hazelmere, Craigellachie, and later from Haven, Ravenswood, Ittapa, Rio Grande, and Caribou. By 1949, the school had 3 rooms, and in 1952, 4 rooms. In 1953, the Grand Prairie Herald Tribune reported on work on Elmworth to add 1 more classroom and connect all the buildings with a hallway. Under the supervision of contractor John Bradsatter of Hythe, the interior of the new 24-foot by 40-foot unit will be completed in Donnacona, plywood wainscoting, and marble-lium flooring. A 12-foot plastered hallway divides the new addition from the older classrooms. Only a portion of the 40-foot length will be utilized for teaching purposes. A principal's office, boys' and girls' washrooms, and a furnace room will occupy the remainder of the space, it was learned. A low-pressure steam heating system is being installed. Bids were tendered recently for stuccoing the entire building. Even after this flurry of expansion, the school could not contain all the students from the region. Only 2 years later, in 1955, blueprints for an addition include a staff room, 2 classrooms, and a science room. The final addition was a gymnasium, library, more classrooms, and an office in 1962. Later, the high school students were bused to Beaverlodge, and Elmworth became a kindergarten to grade 9 school.